Hello, welcome to Eriu Tarot Readings. I'm Eriu and let's have a look at your September Love 2020 reading. So remember, this is normally based on your sun sign. If you don't get all that you need from this one, do check out your moon and your rising sign as well. And more importantly, because this is your love reading, have a look at your Venus and your Mars sign as well. But enough of all that, let's see what September Love has in store for you. I'm really looking forward to it. Hi Sagittarius and welcome to your September love reading. This particular deck I'm using is the Druid Craft Tarot deck. It's by Phillip and Stephanie Carr, Gomm, Gomm, and it's illustrated by Worthington too. So as you can see, I have a slightly different format from what you're used to. You're the very top row, Sagittarius. The bottom row then is your love interest, your partner, or someone that will be on the horizon for you. So let's have a look. Very center card here, we have the outcome card that's not turned over. So I'm going to remove that and we're going to see and look at the rest of your reading. So let's start off with you, Saggy. Top left hand corner, we have the 10 of Cups. This is what you are or how you're feeling currently. So you're riding high already in September. 10 of Cups being that beautiful Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces energy. It's about emotional fulfillment in all aspects of your life, and that includes emotional investment with your loved ones. It can also mean that a new arrival is on the way, or somebody might currently be pregnant or they're about to be pregnant. It's an addition to the family too, and it's enjoying even the material aspects. Even though it's not Pentacles, it's also about enjoying the material aspects around you, but more so it's the people around you, your support system and your support network. So everything is coming up roses, and we can even see in the corner, top right hand corner of this particular card, and in any of the 10 of Cups cards, you'll see that rainbow. So there may have been a storm that was brewing, that's come and gone now, and we're on to happier days, as I said, especially with our loved ones. So that's a great, fantastic placement to be in from the get-go. Now the person underneath you that we have in question is rocking the Fool card. This is the only major arcana in the entire reading thus far. We'll see about the outcome card. So this person, so even though you're feeling like you're spending a lot of time with people, a lot of good times, social times, and just being surrounded by loved ones in general, this person that you have in question or that you're thinking about or that you're with is actually quite singular at the moment. The Fool card comes in here, and it's I love this card in general because this card is all about freedom, being charismatic, taking risks, just jumping off that cliff and knowing that no matter what happens, you are safe and secure in yourself. It's about when you bring yourself with you as well, even though you may have little things that you bring, you don't have much, but you're very secure in the knowledge that no matter where you go, you're going to be okay. Even though it's a weird thing to even comprehend that Fool energy can be okay wherever they go, but I guess in some ways ignorance is bliss. So for this person that you have in question, they are spending a lot of time by themselves and they are enjoying their freedom no matter what that might signify to them. You might not know what that is. They might be on the quiet side doing this, or they might just momentarily show it an odd flicker into their life, as in on Instagram or something like that. But this person isn't driven by the technological age, is what I want to say, or the social media age. This person would much rather go off and have experiences. So you may be wondering if you're being forgotten about a little bit, Sagittarius, and in some ways you are, but this person is on a self-exploration, and therefore you kind of need to let them do their thing and leave them to it. Now your second position, we have the Two of Wands, and this particular position signifies how you see the relationship and where it could go. So Two of Wands here is saying that I love these cards, by the way. I just love how different they are compared to the other tarot decks. So Two of Wands is fire energy. We've got your sign, Sagittarius, Leo and Aries rocking up in this card. And it's about really looking towards the future. Where do I want my future to be? Who do I want my future to be with? Destiny being created by love, passion, and also spirituality. And it's a 2 here as well. So there's a balance of both passion, love and spirituality, and you very much see that in this in the connection with this particular person, or the potential for that to really be cultivated and grow properly between two people. It's also about the starting point of the journey, because we are on a 2, so it's not quite a 1, it's not quite a 5, it's not quite a 7, it's not the higher numbers, but you are at the beginning, but you are on very much solid ground because you're balancing yourself out. If you imagine, I don't know if you can see it, but in the middle of this card we almost have an outline of a person holding 2 sticks. So imagine hiking, when people bring those 2 sticks, or just walking, they're walking sticks, one on either side. There's an element of stability here because as well we have an even number. So you also see a really high level of stability with this person as well, and that this connection can be quite grounding and stable for you too. Now, how they see the relationship, just underneath that we have the 7 of Wands. So they are matching that Wands energy. They do see a lot of passion and fire between you, and they very much so recognize that. But the 7 of Wands is saying that they've been through a little bit of a battle, and they are overcoming that. Now, this could have been a very unnecessary battle between the two of you, but more so I see that this is a battle within themselves. If we combine that with the Fool card, there may be a slight reluctance to fully commit or dedicate oneself to the other person, because what I'm seeing here is that their freedom and individuality is extremely important to them, and to push against that on them is really detrimental to the growth of a potential relationship with them. This might not have anything to do with you, because to be honest, Sagittarius, I just see you chilling out with your mates and looking towards the future and kind of giving them the space that they need. So that's quite good for you to do that, because it seems like they are overcoming these battles within themselves. But there is, be aware that that is something inherently in them, that they, there is a kind of, I don't want to say rebellious streak, but there's a push against them. They're not the person that just takes on things and becomes dictated to and is not a leader. They push back, and they even do that with themselves. So if you give them the opportunity to kind of figure that out, that might help them down the line, but that's definitely a personality trait in them. So now if we look at your headspace, Saggy, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So I think you're learning something from them as well about being an individual and preserving your individuality, because the 9 of Pentacles is known as the lone wolf card, and it is for me anyway. We see someone here who has really progressed in themselves, and also in their investment in their future, their work, their jobs, their hobbies, things on a much more tangible level, things that we can see and touch and a materialistic way. So you have yourself, Saji, understood that your own individuality needs to be preserved and to some degrees protected, but not so much that nobody can get through to you. So you've really carved the way for yourself and your own self-development, and you're quite happy at the level you're at now. Now, it may mean as well that it doesn't mean that you're happy fully in your job, or not everything is going as you so wish, but you're quite content in what you've achieved, because there is a level of achievement here. And be it materialistically, be it financially, or be it with the self, you're quite happy there. And as I said, they seem to be a good reminder for you to check in with yourself, to continue to be your best self by yourself. And so in turn, you can then also connect to somebody. I really like this card. I've always been a fan of this card. And I think some people freak out a little bit when they see the person by themselves. But you have to understand that the garden which this person stands in, that's all been curated by you. You have done this. You've created this. And so you're actually quite content where you are. So people looking over that stone wall may think, oh, they're on by themselves. But you're like, yeah, I'm actually all right though. Don't worry about me. I love this garden because I created it and I put in all the work. Now for them, they're matching you in the 9 energy. So we see them kind of leveling up a little bit, but they have the 9 of Swords, which is a little bit more harsher on the system. So this person's headspace, I want to say, is actually being preoccupied with a lot of other things. You may be picking up on this vibe, Sag, and that's why you're just taking a step back from them. And rightly so. If we see the Seven of Wands, they're overcoming a battle. Then we see the Nine of Swords. There are all these things that seem to be planted in their way, or things that they even may have put upon themselves that they're really struggling with. So we've got the Swords energy here. It's Aquarius, say January for Aquarius, Libra and Gemini energy. But when we come to the end of the sword suit, we see a drastic change of just thinking and being logical and considering to it going the other side of the scale, where it's in an extremity of thought. It's too much. The images are too much in our mind. The memories are too much. The words are too much. It's too extreme. It's hitting you hard. So this person is actually really struggling with certain things that may be going on in their life at the moment. This card also signifies insomnia, sleepless nights, or just being kept up at night with your thoughts. This is where they currently are. Now, I don't want to say it's because of this connection, because I don't feel like it is. I feel like life at the moment for this person is feeling quite burdensome. And I don't think your energy can interject and help them, because it seems to be they're the only ones that can get themselves out of it. And we all know people like that. And the best thing to do is give them space. Again, I commend you on your Nine of Pentacles here. So they are kind of wrecked with, as I said, bad memories, bad words, even bad intentions of people. What I'm also hearing is the people that they had around them they thought were good or good for them actually wasn't. And also another thing that we've all experienced in life, right? So they are going through their own internal battle, and it's quite strong. And I don't think any words you would say they would hear. It's almost like the swords, your words would just like ping off the swords. They wouldn't hear you. They wouldn't be able to digest what you're saying. So that's their headspace, which is quite harsh for them at the moment. So I can kind of see why they've taken a step back. Now your heart space, Saggy, is the top right hand corner there. It's the last card on your row. It's the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, so you're not taking it on too much. You're not going, I think initially, with the Ten of Cups, you may have thought, was it about me? Is it something I did? Did I say something wrong? Did I do? You pick up on things. God, did I wear my hair wrong? Like anything, like minuscule things that you think may have tipped the person over the edge. And a lot of the time it has nothing to do with us. So you've actually taken on that energy and gone, do you know what? I know they're going through something. I don't think I can help them. I don't think they want me to help them. So I'm just going to take care of business as it stands. Eight of Pentacles here. You're continuing to create and curate your own life and your own personality. So you're working on that a little bit more. We've gone from a 9 to 8, not a massive drop here. You're still on the right track. But now, instead of just enjoying all the fruits of your labor like the 9 of Pentacles, you're getting back to work with the 8 of Pentacles. And you already know that you have quite a strong repertoire of either understanding yourself or the work that you do or the hobbies and everything that you invest in. So you're happy to continue that because that gives you joy too. So your heart space though also is saying that you understand that there will be elements that you will have to give to this particular relationship, and they may have to be, contrary to what we would normally say about Saggies, a way more practical approach than you're used to. You might really have to put in the graft and the hard work in order for this to continue, and also for love to blossom. Because you understand this person may require more physical evidence of your love. So you're kind of doing that in the background too. But you're also just minding your own business. I don't know why I like just minding your own business. That's great. Just taking care of business and minding your own business. Now, in their heart space, they have the Sun card. So, okay, the only major arcana that we've had in the entire reading thus far. We'll check out the outcome card. So, this level of distance, if you want to say, the space that you give them, the time that you give them, the lack of smothering them is actually working out great for them, because they come from a 9 of Swords to the Sun card, which is governed by Leo. So this is again is energy that you completely understand and you completely resonate with. The Sun card is like allowing this person finally comes out of the darkness into the light, and they're presenting themselves to you then. They're saying, look, I'm here. I'm sorry. I know things got a bit rough. I needed to do a few things for myself. Life got out of hand. I couldn't concentrate on you. I couldn't concentrate on this, but I'm here with you now. And so they come in riding on that horse, all sunbeams and sunflowers, and offering you a wealth of fire, love, attraction, and in some ways stability too. You will feel that off them, and you will gravitate towards them, and they'll be thankful for the space and time that you've given them. This is actually in some ways a very grown up reading, but more so from you, Saji. I have to really commend you because you're adulting really high levels here. Your maturity is so strong, and you're very understanding. Okay, so let's have a look at the outcome card and see what's going to happen between the two of you for September. The Wheel. Okay, Sag, so what we see here is, thankfully, another major arcana, very strong universal energy. And so the thing that you were worried about, whether or not this would continue, if there was any worries from your side or concerns, whether or not you should invest in this is saying this unknown period, and also the period for the other person in question too, that uncertainty is being dissipated. And the Wheel is coming in to say that, look, destiny's kind of taken over now. You can relax a little bit more, although you look pretty relaxed to me, but the other person beside you can relax a little bit more, and that destiny's kind of taking the wheel and saying we're moving forward here. Okay, I feel a slow, steady pace. I don't feel like the wheel is coming in on guns blazing, you're going to fly away with each other and get married. Now, I don't think it's that, but it's very much a turning point between the two of you, where the realization of the other person and what they need and what they can give is really being recognized from your side, but mainly from their side. And you're going to see a change in that. You're going to see that reciprocation back to you, which is also always required in a relationship between two people. And they are going to be the ones to carve that out and create that drawing of the partnership between the two of you. This person could also be an artist, or they could draw a lot as well. That's a really big thing. But they have decided to take that step forward, and they are going to be the ones that are a lot more driven and practical in continuing or starting, if it's at the very start of this relationship, starting a new fulfilling engagement between the two of you. And this is such a nice, chill, easy reading. I have to say, I know that they're a bit troubled a little bit at times, but I have to say, Sag, well done to you again. You're a credit. It's really looking good, and I'm really happy for you for September. So take it as it comes as well, is another advice from me. All right, Sag, I hope you enjoyed your September love reading. If you dig what I do, please like, subscribe, but leave a comment. But also, as you can see, I'm doing different formats, and I'd like your input of what you would like to see on this channel. I think it's very important that you also get to say what you'd like to see, and I would like to create new tarot readings around that. So leave that in the comment section. If you would like a reading with me, you can certainly have one. My details are below. Email me, and I'll be emailing you back ASAP. Until then, Saggies, my beautiful Saggies, I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Take care.